This is a CBS News Detroit update.
Good morning, I'm Chris Ledeen. Here are some of the top stories we're working on this Tuesday.
We've been here for 14 years. Now it seems to be an issue. After 14 years of being here.
It could soon be last call for a popular longtime business in Warren. Some city leaders want the Motor City Sports Bar and Grill declared a neighborhood nuisance and shut down. The vote could come as early as tonight. The man charged in the fatal Christmas Eve shooting in Oxford heads back to court this morning. 29-year-old Malik Webb has been ordered to stand trial. Prosecutors say Webb killed one woman and injured two other people who stopped to help after he got into a car accident. This will be the second day of testimony in the Sean Diddy Combs sex trafficking trial. He faces 5 counts that also include racketeering and conspiracy. Combs is accused of using his fame and power to run a criminal enterprise. The defense admits Combs was sometimes violent towards women, but is innocent of the federal charges. We're getting our first reports on both the positive and negative impact of tariffs. The Treasury Department says U.S. tariff revenue broke a record last month, bringing in more than $16 billion in April. The government has collected nearly $38 billion in tariff revenue since President Trump took over. But the cost of those tariffs are hitting American families hard. Research from Yale University shows President Trump's tariffs will raise prices by almost 2% in the short run, costing a typical middle-class household more than $2,800 per year. Clothing and electronics are among the hardest hit items, with prices up 14%. Belle Isle's James Scott Memorial Fountain is marking its 100th anniversary this month, and to make sure it's here for years to come, it's getting a $6 million makeover. Barriers will be added around the fountain Friday, with construction set to begin this summer. The improvements should be done by May of 2027. In sports, the Tigers are tied for the second best record in all of baseball. They are 27-15 on the season after crushing Boston Monday night 14-2. Game 2 of that series is tonight at Comerica Park. Right now, let's check in with our next weather, Stacey Duford. What kind of weather are we expecting for that game tonight, Stacey?
Well, we could see a few showers, maybe even a few storms popping up. Taking a look at current conditions, it's a very mild morning temperature-wise, with temperatures in the low 60s for everyone. Lapeer at 59, but we are still seeing some scattered showers out there right now in Ann Arbor, Detroit, and Mount Clemens. And we'll see those off and on, mostly through the morning hours, and then again later in the day. We're going to see above average temperatures this week. Showers and storms, a couple more rounds of those, and then we're back to seasonal temperatures for the weekend. If you're going to be heading out at lunchtime, temperatures getting up near 70, 71 degrees for lunchtime under cloudy skies. Again, that chance of an occasional shower. Looking for a high near 73 for today. Normally we're at 69 degrees, so a little bit above average there. Taking a look at the futurecast, you can see we've got some showers moving through this morning, and then we should dry out a bit in the afternoon. And heading into the evening, there is a chance for some showers popping up and maybe an isolated storm. So if you are heading out to the game tonight, do keep that in mind. Taking a look at coming up, we do have a risk of seeing some severe weather later on Thursday into Friday night, and a more seasonal weekend ahead temperature-wise. Chris?
Thanks for that, Stacey. That's a look at your headlines. We'll be back later covering stories that matter to you on air and streaming on the CBS News app and Pluto TV.